So we've got our gear on, ready for stepping onto the glacier. We put it on before we need it, but we're wearing helmet, harness, crampons. We've got our ice axe in hand, and then on the harness we have lots of different gear that we might need. So we have slings, Crossix, I've got a descender, another sling, and I'm carrying a Drumar ascender today. I've got some spare carabiners, more slings, a knife, a bulk-off threader. I've got my nano traction, tib lock, and a couple of screws for easy access. And the gear you need to carry depends on how big your group is and the terrain you're going to go into. So you have to figure that out before you actually, long before you step onto the glacier, exactly what you need for that session. Okay, so we've got our crampons on. We've done a buddy check across each other to make sure straps are tight and tucked away and there's no gaps. We're wearing 12-point crampons. We want to engage all 10 points that are on the base of the foot for maximum security, and sometimes that means rolling your knees and ankles out. And you'll see Mark as he walks up here. He's going to point his toes slightly down the fall line, slightly downhill, to ease the tension on his knees and ankles and to make sure he can engage all those 10 points securely. He's now changed direction, so he swapped his axe into the uphill hand, and you can see he's got a slightly exaggerated stance. His feet are slightly wider apart than normal to avoid catching a crampon. And he's just getting into a nice rhythm and progressing up the mountain.
In this section of the video, all candidates are being taught how to engage their front 4 points, performing a variety of exercises going uphill and downhill, lowering our center of gravity and pointing our toes down the fall line in order to deal with tricky steep terrain.
The skill sets we need to master is glacier travel and crevasse rescue, going into the polar environments. Frequently we're coming out across crevasse areas, and we really need to know in advance how to navigate our way through that safely, what equipment we need, what are the right procedures, and if we need to, how to get someone out of a crevasse. And going into those environments without that knowledge and skill set is really foolhardy, and there's no reason why we should put ourselves in that position.
As part of crevasse travel, it's incredibly important that the guide leader can demonstrate how to control the rope whilst bringing their clients towards them. Here we can see Rob bringing across Ari first, then transferring on the rope to Denise, and finally bringing her over to ensure that everyone is safe. Some technical sections of crevasses require using the adze of the ice axe in order to cut steps to support safe travel between weaknesses in the ice. markers spotted an indentation in the glacier. He approaches slowly, assessing the danger as he approaches and keeping in communication with the rope team. Then he's going to use his axe to probe the weakness and assess any further dangers. A little further on, and Marcus found another crevasse. You can see he's moving away the snow to find a certainly more substantial hole than the one previously. In this section of the video, the team have moved further up the glacier. Rob's explaining flow patterns that we can see. The glacier is constantly moving, he explains, and we can see the curved flow patterns as the ice moves over terrain. Mark spotted some crisscross patterns further towards the other hill you can see on the far side, and Rob's explaining that there's potentially something underneath the ground that is making the ice move and churn over that area. Understanding the dynamics and the flow within a glacier will ensure that as you move over it, you can constantly interpret any danger. Being able to self-arrest is a key skill, not only just for travelling in winter conditions, but certainly travelling over crevasse terrain. In these series of videos, you can see people get into the appropriate position with the ice axe across their body, crampons away from the ice in order to help them not tumble any further. Then pace being picked up on a slope and people rolling over towards the head of the axe and looking down the shaft of the axe with their crampons away from the ice. In this video, Rob has cleared away the loose aerated ice and has found solid ice underneath. He's explaining as the ice screw goes in that it's difficult to bite, and then all of a sudden, once you start turning, it will bite. As the screw gets wound down, we can feel whether we are biting down into good ice, and we can see from the ice core that's coming from the screw how much air is in the ice. Anchor stability is incredibly important as we move forward to looking at equalizing slings and building Bolakovs. sail down to deal with a casualty who's unconscious is an incredibly important part of crevasse rescue. And then equally being able to ascend the rope in order to get back to your hoisting system. So in this series of videos, or sections of videos, you can see Denise abbing down to Rob to ensure that his airway is open, and then you can see Mark in a sequence of pictures and GoPro footage ascending back out of the crevasse.
Get past the people, get past the hitman. Get on down now. I wanna get on the good foot. The good foot. I got to get on the good foot. Going down to the crib and let all hang out. Where sober people knows what it's about. Going down to the crib and let it all hang out. Where sober people knows what it's about. Where people give a sign and shaking hands and dancing to the music, Dave Brown band. They're dancing on the good foot. I got to get on the good foot. I got to do it on the good foot. Do it with your good foot. I said the long hair hippies and the afro blacks, they all get together across the tracks and they party. Oh, on the good foot. You know the dance on the good foot. Dance on the good foot. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. A whole lot of bills and my money spent. And that's on my bad foot. You know my face is getting short and I got the blues. I got a funky job and I paid my dues on the good foot. On the good foot. I got to get on the good foot. Hey, on the good foot. Get on the good foot. Come on, hit it there. You got it. Did it. Did it. Sharp now. Come on, get it done.
Ari arrests.
In this scenario, Ari and Mark have self-arrested as Denise has gone into the crevasse.
Yep.
The rope was being carried by rear lead in a separate bag, ready for any crevasse rescue that may need to be done. Putting all of the skills together that we've just been shown by Rob over this crevasse rescue course. The team had spent a lot of time practicing self-arrest and self-belay further up the glacier on softer snow. In this scenario, we wanted to put together all the processes that we'd learned. The ice was cocktail ice, and it was decided to ensure everyone's safety that we should pre-place the anchors.
Yep, happy with back round. Take yourself out of the system. Got it. Real life there. And, fine. Yeah. I'm going to transfer my faucet. We're coming, Denise, are you okay? Okay, we're coming. Don't worry, I'm just going to press it down to you and get the edge ready. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. Snap down the edge. Those palms. I'm going to send you a loop of rope down. I just want you to clip the little rope to your belay loop. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Here it comes. Just watch your eyes. Got it?
Yeah.
Put that onto you now.
Come on, I'm gonna.
Go. And almost there. Just going to start making the edge safe. I'm just going to connect to that so it doesn't slide off anyway. Cold.
Yeah, I just my I'm holding myself with my legs because the slot's pretty narrow. So I'm getting a bit happy. And is it?
Cool. Making our way back up to these. Nope. I've already got past the front anyway. Looks like that going on. Not much longer. Cool. Caribbean, right? And clip that onto the two top strands there. For these, can you see the middle section of rope? Not that one, the other one, the one that's going to move towards you in a minute. So you're going to see a rope with the dots moving towards you. I want you to pull on that one. Okie doke.
No, the other
No,
one.
The other one.
Yeah, that's what I want you to pull. Okay. Say that again. Okay, well we'll give it a pull. If not, you can untwist it at your end. Let's give it a try. On the count of 3, so you manage that cross and keep that loose. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. How's that working?
My hands are getting stuck in the tight between the rope.
Okay, cool.
So, can you pull me?
It's alright, we'll sort it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm just going to lower you onto it.
Huh? Like I can't get my hands under the,
Don't worry.
okay.
Cool, so you can't get your hands onto it, no?
Well, it's too tight on the ice.
Okay, perfect.
So it'll be too hard for me to grab it and pull it.
Awesome. We will change the system then. Yeah, good job, Harry. Let's not mess about here.
What do you do now, guys? Can you tell me?
So, the knees can't grab the middle of the rope because it's hard against the ice.
Yep.
So we need to take it and turn it into a 3-to-1.
Yeah.
So we're going to attach a tib lock to the live strand of rope that's working with the prusik. That will give us an advantage, and Denise won't need to pull on her rope. And therefore, we should be able to bring her up.
Well spoken.
Yes. It's got to work first, dude. But it will.
Oh well.
Cool. So you don't need to pull this time, Denise. Ready?
Yep.
So yeah, you're just going to
1 second.
pull in that slack and on the prusik.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works. Don't do anything, ready? Okay. And again. Okay, stop there. A little bit of slack. Ready? Here comes. Okay, stop there.
Hold it.
Ready? Slowly, slowly got it in.
Yeah.
Stop there. Pass it right in.
Yeah.
Ready?
Perfect. Oh, what's it stuck on? That's stuck.